Long time no vlog. I'm gonna get a haircut today. I'm trying to grow out my hair actually, so I'm not gonna cut the length, but I'm looking to maybe get like curtain bangs, so I will take you along. So this is what my hair looks like. I've been kind of like on the hunt for finding a hairstylist that could cut kind of like that Korean haircut, like layered haircut, and Ivan just does a really great job at it. So I'll also like put his Instagram handle here, but if you're looking for like a new hairstylist, I highly recommend him. I'm just on my way home right now. I'm gonna meet up with a friend. We're gonna grab dinner. 첫 잔은 원샷. 짠!
Dude, it looks so bad. Next time, I got you. Dude, next time actually, girl, next time come over.
Lights out, I'm your favorite. Too many ways, been in your place, there's delays. Add it up, plus sign, zeros on the table. Driving and vibing, bring the beat later. Wanna make it bigger, just a little bit of labor showing up to my space, I'm a fashion dealer. I'm your biggest bidder, meet me in the middle. I just don't.
Gonna go get my lashes done, or get them filled because they are hanging on to dear life right now. And I'm gonna grab food with my brother later, but I thought I'd do like a quick little outfit of the day. This is from Zara. I love this bomber. It's starting to get really cold in Seattle, so I'm really glad because fall is actually my favorite season. Cargo pants from Aritzia, and then this tank top is also from Aritzia. It's been a while since I picked up the vlogging camera. I've just been kind of like in this weird little rut, and I just didn't feel very creative. I just kind of needed that break to just like not do anything and just focus on work and focus on like what I wanted to do. And I think that it was just a very much needed break, I would say. But yeah. You haven't been here? Yeah, it's pretty. It's good though.
Is it?
It's like really good. You can eat it.
Is it better than the stuff in Korea?
I'm just feeling very puffy this morning, per usual. And this is my lashes, by the way. They just look very voluminous right now, but we did that on purpose so that as time goes on by, like when it falls out a little bit, it'll be like the desired look that I want. So shout out to my bestie girl, Jen. She does an amazing job at lashes, and she does brows. She's just a very talented girly. So if you guys are looking for, you know, a new lash artist, or you want to get your lashes done, I highly, highly recommend her. I'm on my way to take a Pilates class. I haven't done a Pilates class in a really long time. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and I will take you guys along with me. Oh, okay. I forget how hard Pilates is sometimes. Like, I literally died. I'm just gonna go home, get ready for the day. So I just got ready. I'm about to head out to an event that I got invited to. It's for Sezane. They're opening up a new store in Seattle. I'm probably just gonna shop around, run some, like do some errands, and yeah. Okay, so I got here a little bit early, but I just wanted to say, like, this is kind of like my first I don't really want to say influencer event because I don't really see myself as an influencer, but it's a fashion brand based in Paris, and so they are branching out and they are opening up a store here in Seattle, and so we're kind of doing like a pop-up for a couple days. I am really grateful and I'm really thankful that I get to experience this. I just thought that it was just kind of a very surreal moment, but yeah, I'm probably gonna head in soon, and maybe hopefully they'll be okay with me coming a little bit early. Hi. So I'm in International District right now because I'm gonna go grab coffee and maybe like a quick little brunch with a friend. And so I got here a little bit early. I think I'm just gonna go in so that I could grab us a seat. But yeah, I just thought that it would be fun. I feel like I haven't really been doing much throughout the week as of lately just because I just like work. So this is kind of like something fun on the weekends that I could finally vlog about. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. The weather's super nice today and I don't want to go back home. Like, since I'm already out, I kind of want to do something, but there's really not much to do in Seattle. Those that don't really know, I started like a jewelry business kind of like in the beginning of COVID, and it was mostly just like a passion project, but while working on it, I really grew to love the process of being a creative director for my brand and just kind of designing and making all the pieces to like shooting editorials. I just realized like, wow, this is something that I really want to do. And so I've been dropping a couple pieces here and there throughout the past 2 years. It's not really a lot, only because I specifically make them all myself, so it does take a lot of time. And I don't really have like a business partner or anything like that. As much as I love it and it is fun, it can get kind of time consuming and sometimes a little like wary in terms of like what direction I'm trying to go with this brand. I'm planning to just like release a couple of necklaces that I made, and I'm wearing it right now. I love it. I'm naming it like the Spheres choker, so it's really cute. It's stainless steel beading, and then I have just like a pearl as an accent to it. But yeah, I'm planning on releasing it this upcoming week. Home and kind of finish up like logistic wise of like what else I need to do, any other like content that I want to shoot. That's probably going to be not the last of it, but just like for now, it's gonna be the last of what I release, only because I think a lot of like small business owners will also know that like when you do start off with a brand, sometimes you can get kind of lost with what your purpose is and just like where the direction you want to take your brand to. And I think just over the years, a lot of my creative eye and creative direction has grown a lot. And so I kind of want to double down on what it is that I want my brand to represent and how I want to represent it. So I am going to close down the shop after this next launch to just really focus on how I want to rebrand it, the name, the logo. I also kind of want to shift from making all of my pieces like to finding like a manufacturer that I could work with. I don't want to just like get any like pieces from a wholesaler and just like sell it that way. I kind of want to design my own pieces, find a manufacturer and process them out that way. So yeah, there's just a lot of shifts that's happening, utilizing the time to like learn something new. And so what I've been kind of doing on the side was learning how to graphic design. I'm also learning how to code just a little bit, like HTML, just so that I could kind of like craft up a website. So those are just like all very like small pieces here and there. Thing I like set in stone, see if I like it or not. So now that like I don't have like an exact full-time job, it does give me a lot of flexibility and time to kind of focus on asking myself these questions and figuring out what to do from here. And I'm kind of grateful that I have a lot of time to do that. But yeah, that's just kind of like an update, a little spiel of what's been going on. I go to Zara today. I have to do a couple returns. For dinner, I'm gonna cook kimchi-jjim. I've just been craving my mom's kimchi-jjim so much, so I'm gonna try to recreate that. I watched this new drama on Netflix. It's called A Time Called You. It's so good. I literally binged that drama like within 2 days. So if any of y'all are looking for a new drama, highly recommend watching it. My hair is crazy. So I'm going to make kimchi-jjim, which is like braised pork and kimchi, and I've never made it before, but I'm going to try it today. And everything. Use like any cut of the pork, like pork belly. It's teji satay, which is kind of like the meat behind the front leg. But yeah, it just looks like this. It has like a nice thick layer of skin, and it has a good amount of fat. For kimchi-jjim, you kind of want it to have a little bit more fat. That's where it gets a lot of the flavors. So I'm just gonna cut these, not super tiny, but just small enough because we're gonna boil it. That is it for the vlog.